Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is presentation video for Project Lab report prepared by Group IT Elise. And my name is Muhammad Arash bin Abdullah Al Shamsuddin. My matric number is 2118279. And I'll start presenting for my part for the Project Lab, which consists of 10% carry mark. This is the makeup for it. I'll start with showing the basic configuration for router. As you can see here, I have configured the router named to be R3. And I've secured the exec mode with password Cisco, and I've secured the privileged exec mode with password class. Next, I'll show you the proof of this in the command line interface. And so we go to the command line interface of the router 3, and click enter. Here we can see that there is a banner message stating warning, unauthorized access is prohibited. User access verification, and here you can see that I've secured the exec mode as it's stating for a password, and we key in the password, which is Cisco, and you can see that the router name is R3 as I have configured. Next, I'll type the command enable to enter the privileged exec mode, and it's asking me for a password. That means that I have secured the privileged exec mode, and the password is class. I'll key in. Next, in privileged exec mode, if I type in the command show run, it will show me the startup configuration for this router. And as you can see here, I've set the host name to the R3. I've set enable secret password, which to secure the privileged exec mode with an encrypted password. Moving on, we can see here for the banner message of the day, I have showed this message, and I have secured the exec mode as well as the message access with an encrypted password. Next up, we have IP addressing. As we can see here from my router, for the gigabit Ethernet 0/0 interface, I've assigned the IP address of 192.168.40.1, and for the serial 0/0/0 for my router, I have assigned the IP address of 209.165.202.226, and we can prove this by going to the router command line interface, to the router, entering the exec mode, and type in the command show interface. Here we can see the gigabit internet 0/0/0 is up, line protocol is up and connected here, and the internet address assigned to this interface is 192.168.40.1/24, and this is the IP address that the devices in the network would use to communicate with remote network. Moving on, you can go down here. The serial 0/0/0 is up, line protocol is up, and it has connected. But the internet address is 209, that connected to it is 209.165.202.226/24, as I mentioned earlier. Now moving on to our devices, as you can see here for the laptop, I have assigned the IP address of 192.168.40.2, with the subnet mask of 255.255.255.0, and obviously the default gateway would be the IP address of the gigabit 0/0/0 gigabit 0/0 interface 192.168.40.1, and we can see it by clicking on the laptop, going to desktop and IP configuration, and it's shown here that these are the IP address subnet mask and the default gateway that has been assigned to this laptop. Similarly, for the server, I've assigned the IP address 192.168.40.3 with the same subnet mask as the laptop and the same default gateway as the laptop, and we can also check that by pressing on the server desktop IP configuration, and it will show us that I have assigned the IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway. Lastly, for the PC, I've assigned the IP address 192.168.40.4 with the same as the before, same subnet mask and same default gateway, and we can also check it by going to the PC desktop IP configuration, and here it is stated all of that. IPv4 address as well as the subnet mask and the default gateway has been assigned to the PC. Next up, we have IP address routing. To show the routing that I've done, I can go to the router, go to config first, routing static, and this will show all the static routing that I've done. Similarly, we can go to the command line interface, go to privilege exec mode, show run, and done. Here we have all the IP routing that I've done. So, as you can see here in the first command, this add a static route to the destination network 192.168.30.0 with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. The next hub for this route is 209.165.202.225. Now this means that if any traffic is destined for this IP address 192.168.30.0, this one, this should be forwarded to the next hub IP address 209.165.202.225. Right. Okay. For this IP address, this is the first remote network that I have to connect to, and next we have the second remote network, which is 192.168.20.0, and this will also be forwarded to the same IP hub IP address, which is 209.165.202.225 here. Similarly, for the third remote network, which is 192.168.10.0 /24, this network should be forwarded to the same hub IP address, which is 209.165.202.225. Next up, we have the destination IP to be 209.165.201.0, and this is the IP address of a subnet range. Then we forward it to the IP hub 209.165.202.225. Similarly, if we have the destination IP to be 209.165.200.0, we forward it to the IP hub address 209.165.201.225. And this one is the one that connected to my left, with the number 209.165.202.0. And that's all for my individual part. I'll proceed with the compile one for the group work. And now, using the finalize and compile packet tracer, I'm going to try to ping each of remote network using the laptop here, the first one. I'm going to ping this laptop as well as the laptop and this laptop. So I'm going to go into the laptops, desktop, command prompt. So the first one is I will ping to the 192, the first remote network, which is 192.168.10.2. And as you can see here, it is successfully connected. And for the second laptop, which is 192.168.20.2, and I've got also a successful ping. And lastly is for the third laptop, which is 192.168.30.2. My mistake. Ping for the third laptop, which is ping 192.168.30, not double dot, 30.2. It's the third one, right? Okay. And Alhamdulillah, it's successful also. And Alhamdulillah, all of them successful. And that's all from me. Thank you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.